Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, we're going to continue the discussion on Saturn and how it is impacting in various houses and the powerful remedies. So, today we're going to talk about Saturn in the fourth house and how it impacts, our life, our journey, and definitely our career, love life, relationships, whatever the areas, okay, wherever we can feel the impact of Saturn, right, being in the fourth house. And along with that, we're going to discuss about some powerful remedies, what we can do irrespective of the power of the Saturn in that house. Like, it could be exalted, it could be debilitated, it could be in its own house, mul trikona house, whatever it is, but still there are some generic remedies, pure spiritual remedies, which definitely everybody should do. Whether your Saturn in that position, it is good or bad, doesn't matter. Still, if we do those remedies, definitely the positive effects of Saturn in your life will definitely increase. Okay, so to know more about those remedies, I request everyone to stay till the end of this video. Now, first we need to know what is fourth house. Definitely, right? So, fourth house, the first important thing about fourth house is your mind. Okay, it is your mind, it is your mental state. Okay, your mental, thought process, thinking capability, thinking capacity, your consciousness, your mother, any motherly figure in your family can be seen from the fourth house. And apart from that, it is your house. That means it is your comfort. Okay, it is your house, it is your comfort, it is your, you know, like how you behave when you are in a comfortable position, your homely nature, your or maybe your homesickness. Okay, so there are multiple things connected with the home comfort or homely atmosphere. Apart from that, we can see our primary education, right? At least, let's say in India, we have the in schooling, right? We have the nursery, we have the, how to say, like, till the first or second standard, right? So that's what we consider as a primary education, and then we go for the, board exams and so on, going on. So the major primary educations where we start the base for a student, right, to know about the subjects, the alphabets, the basic knowledge about science and all, right? So this particular area is, uh, signified or seen by fourth house. Even we can see a property from fourth house. We can see whether you can buy or purchase your own property or not, whether you can have multiple properties or not, whether you can have, luxurious properties or not. So if this anything related to property, real estate, we can see from the fourth house. Now, when a planet, a karmic planet, okay, very important, a karmic planet, Saturn, is placed in your fourth house, what we can expect? The first thing, it will restrict your home comfort. That means what I have seen, okay, see, most of the time, I prefer to share with you guys the practical, experiences, whatever I have seen by studying the charts, rather than going for the whatever it is written in the book. Okay, but it is also written in the books, it is also written in a lot of shastras, but what I have felt, that I'm sharing with you all. So fourth house Saturn, most of the time, this particular native, they stay far from your, from their home, from their home comfort, from their parents. Okay, either for studies or work, whatever it is. That is the first thing. So you might have seen that a lot of kids, right, at the very early age, they go to the boarding school, they go to the hostel, they stay in the hostel with friends but not with the parents. So you can, at least, if you got a chance, check the chart, either the Saturn in the fourth house or some connection with the fourth house Saturn is having. Okay, so that means at a very early age they has to leave their home comfort and go somewhere, stay far from their, parents, and start their life either for education or for career, whatever it is. So that is first thing. Second thing is, yes, it is your mental capacity, your mental stability. Saturn being there, definitely you'll have maturity. You'll get the maturity before age, let's say. That means at a very early age, you might have seen even in your surroundings, in your society, in your neighborhood, that there are a lot of kids who are really mature, that they talk like a mature person, right? But at a very early age. So that kind of character Saturn builds when it is in the fourth house for any native. Now, apart from that, ideally it gives a little bit of mental fatigue, I would say. They think a lot. That is the one more problem, I would say. Okay, they think too much, overthinking, let's say, overthinking, and from overthinking, frustration comes to those persons, to those natives when Saturn is in the fourth house. So we'll talk about how to get rid of those kind of overthinking procedures, process, and those anxieties and frustration while discussing the remedies. Now, this particular position definitely will give you, or it will give you the capability to make your own property. When I say make your own property, that means either you can buy it by your own money, or definitely you can get a loan. Okay, you can get a loan to buy some property, and you will be able to repay your loan. It may take time, that is different. Okay, loan repayment being Saturn in the fourth house, definitely you can repay it, but yes, the tenure will be a bit longer. That's fine. That is totally based on your capability, your affordability. So that is one thing. Yes, it is capable of giving a stable property, even if you want to be let's say you're in a situation that where you have to sell a property, and definitely you'll get good profit out of it. Even if you're selling an old property, you'll get a good profit out of that particular real estate transaction. Now, from the fourth house, where it is aspecting your sixth house. Very important. Saturn's aspect on your sixth house. That means it is the house of Shatru. It is the house of your enemy. It is the house of your hidden enemy, let's say, obstacles, Badhaka, and your loan, definitely your disease. So Saturn aspecting your sixth house, it always necessary that whenever you are taking a loan, you make sure that you are not doing something like extravagant things. Okay, so be on your limit. You should know your limit, you should know your affordability, and based on that you must take your loans. Okay, otherwise Saturn aspecting your sixth house, that's what I told, that the tenure of the loan will be much longer. So the repayment schedule, right, it will keep on going. So that is one actually negative point. So but the good part is you'll be still able to repay the entire loan amount, and you'll come out of it. Okay, disease, ideally it gives physical fitness in this position. Saturn aspecting 6, they don't fall sick on a regular basis, but based on the Saturn's dignity and in whichever zodiac sign it is, or any other conjunctions are happening or not, that also matters. But what we have seen, that most of the time these people are relieved from the disease. Okay, they usually don't fall sick frequently. That is a good thing. But when they fall sick, the good part is they recover also sooner, faster. They get the right diagnosis, they get the right doctor, they got the right medication. Okay, so that is one of the best part of Saturn aspecting the sixth house. Shatru, when it is aspecting your Shatru house, it is aspecting your enemy house. That means you are having so much courage that you really don't bother about your enemies, but you know how to overcome your obstacles, how to overcome your enemies. Okay, and how to avoid them. That is also a good thing. Okay, not every time you have to go and fight, you can avoid also. So Saturn being in fourth, aspecting your sixth, it will teach you how to avoid enemies. Without a fight you can win the war. So that kind of strategic things, strategic mindset, it will give when it is in the fourth house. Now it is aspecting your 10th house, right, with the seventh aspect. So 10th house again, it's It's the natural ruler, right? Saturn is the natural ruler of 10th house. So what we can expect? Too much workload. In a single sentence, simple sentence, Saturn aspecting your 10th house, workload will be high throughout your life. Good part is it is aspecting, that means you'll get the reward as well. Now we know that Saturn rewards always comes in a very slow motion. You just cannot expect overnight things when Saturn is in your favorable situation or aspecting your 10th house. You have to work hard. The good part is Saturn aspecting 10th means you will be in a position where you will start enjoying your work. That is one thing. You will start enjoying your work, and slowly you will believe that, yeah, that's what I'm enjoying. I'm not worried about my recognition. I'm not worried about my the remuneration or whatever, salary, fees, whatever it is. You will start enjoying the process. The moment it happens, the moment that magic happens in your life, that's it. That means you already passed the exam of Saturn. Now Saturn is going to give you the best of the best rewards. Why? It is aspecting you also, because from the 10th aspect, right, it is aspecting your lagna. That means it is going to reward you through your hard work. It is going to give you a sense of fulfillment. See, that is very important in life. When Saturn is aspecting your lagna, right, Saturn is aspecting you directly, what it gives, see, not every people, even after having so much of things in life, they still feel emptiness, right? But Saturn aspecting your lagna, what it gives at one point of time, that even if you're, let's say, if you're earning less compared to other people, if you compare, okay, if let's say any third party is comparing, no boss, you are earning less from me or you are earning less from that person, but even after listening that, you will not get instigated or provoked or irritated or frustrated, because the fulfillness is there, because Saturn is aspecting you, because you understood the game, that you have to enjoy the process rather than the outcomes. That is the biggest blessing when Saturn is in the 4th house. This will not come for any other position. Forget about exaltation, debilitation in own house, Mool Trikona, whatever it is, doesn't matter. When Saturn is in the 4th house, that's why I'm telling it is a very unique position. Saturn being in 4th house can give you that fulfillment, that you will feel like I'm having everything in my life. That kind of fulfillness it will give in your mind. That's the best part of Saturn in the 4th. And there one more thing I would say, because it is aspecting your first house, it also indicates that this particular position is allowing you or forcing you or encouraging you, in whichever way you want to take, you take it, to be physically fit. Go for yoga, go for gym, go for power workout, whatever it is, okay, you always try to keep yourself fit and fine. The physical activities the physical fitness activities, it keeps you energized, it keeps you focused. That's why Saturn in the 4th house people, they can become a fantastic gym trainer if they want to switch their career from, let's say, from IT or real estate to something else. They can become a fantastic gym trainer. Okay, the logic here, what you have to understand, see, just because Saturn in the 4th house, it is anybody can become a gym trainer, not like that. The thing is, Saturn, as from the 4th, it is aspecting you. You have the urge to become physically fit, and now you have a urge to let others also encourage to become physically fit. So that is one thing, that is what it will spark in your mind. Then why shouldn't I start on my own gym? Why shouldn't I start as a gym trainer, okay, as a coach, fitness trainer, whatever it is, right? So that's the logic behind it. And also Saturn aspecting your 10th house, right? From the 4th house, it is aspecting your 10th house. Now here you have to calculate one more logic. In the natural Kalpurush Kundli, what is Kalpurush Kundli? From Aries to Pisces, that is your Kalpurush Kundli. Aries is the first house, Pisces is the last house, 12th house. In the natural Kalpurush Kundli, 10th house is ruled by Saturn, that is the Capricorn. And in that house, in the 10th house, who is getting exalted? Mangal, Mars is getting exalted. What is Martian energy? Martian energy is physical fitness, extreme power work, extreme power training, right? So those athletic, athletes, right? Those athletes or sports person, right, who does, intensive workout, from where they get those energies? They get those energies not only from Mars, but there are some connection, some combination with Capricorn or through 10th aspect of Saturn, where the Mars also will draw some, exaltation power, exaltation energy. So that is also one more logic why I have told that Saturn being in the 4th aspecting your 10th, you can become a gym trainer, a fitness freak, or a fitness coach, in whichever name you prefer, because Martian energy also will get conjuncted. Martian energy also will bring, a force into that area. Okay, so apart from that, they can become a fantastic real estate agent. They can become a fantastic real estate developers, not only agent but developers. They can become a fantastic, insurance seller, like insurance agents, let's say. They can earn a lot of money. They can earn a lot of money just by doing financial consultancy. Okay, financial consultancy, just tell people, you learn about the market and just advise people, like in whichever mutual funds you want to invest, or what are the policies they can buy, what kind of term plans they can buy, what kind of health insurance they can purchase. Okay, like an overall, kind of a roadmap you can suggest or advise others, and by doing that you can earn money. That is one of the best placement. Saturn in the 4th, they can easily, mold people. It's a very unique position of Saturn. So don't underestimate or don't fear that, oh, Saturn is in my 4th house, that means, oh, it's okay, my mind is gone, it's going here and there. No, it's not like that. Saturn in the 4th house doesn't do that. Maybe your moon is in trouble. That's why it is happening. So you have to rectify your moon, then automatically Saturn will start giving you the best results. Now, let's talk about the Saturn remedy, what we can do. Sorry. So here the most powerful remedy is you take care of old ladies, old women's. If there are any old age home where only females or women's are being taken care, you go and spend time there and try to help those, needy ladies, let's say, needy women's. Okay, that means what I'm trying to tell here, Saturn in the 4th house, it demands that you serve the Matri Shakti, you serve the female entities, the female, gender in your surroundings. Okay, it could be your motherly figure or sisterly figure, whoever it is, but the female bodies, to be very precise about it. Once you start helping them, automatically being in a, let's say, even if it is in a very less dignity, not supportive so far, dasha is not supporting, but that magic will start happening in your life. Okay, you start donating or feeding, uh, or supporting child education, mainly for girls. You can do it for boys, you can do it for, male gender, but for remedial purpose I am telling, Saturn in 4th house, you should do it for females. Okay, it's not like only females, it's like you should do it for females, girls, child. That you should keep in mind, and additionally you can do it for every other people. That is one unique remedy. And the next very important remedy is Saturn in the 4th house, that in our area, right, there are a lot of people who are suffering due to arthritis, okay, joint pain, fracture, and they are not able to, walk properly for so and so reason, orthopedic reasons, bone dislocated, nervous disorder, right? So you start, giving them some accessories or in some sort of comfort, okay, so that they feel a bit happy. That is important. So if someone is not able to walk, someone is not able to, having too much of pain, they are not able to walk, okay, so you can donate, or you can help them with some, walking support, or any in any forms, okay. It could be a stick, it could be a wheelchair, whatever it is, okay. That is also one more unique remedy. And one last unique remedy is, you do something for the medical domain. That means, if possible, you can, there are a lot of charitable trusts, there are a lot of charitable organizations who runs medical tests, right, a free medical checkup in various places in your locality. So if possible, you can also donate, or you can also take part over there as a volunteer. You can support them as a member, you can support them as a financial support also you can do. So some sort of, try to connect with that medical things, where you can arrange some free blood checkup, you can arrange some blood donation camp, you can arrange some, uh, you know let's say, providing some life care support, okay, if it is affordable by you. Definitely you can do that. Definitely Saturn is going to give you lot of blessings, okay. You don't need to even wear any gemstones for that. You don't need to worry about the sadesat, even if it is happening for you when Saturn is in the fourth house, okay. You can do these 2 3 remedies, or at least either one of them. That's more than enough to get rid of that Saturn's negativity, even if you're at Sadesati, Dhaya, whatever it is. Okay. So thanks everyone. Thanks for staying with me. And I always, say thanks to everyone for staying with me, for viewing my content, and please supporting me. Thank you.